Ever caught yourself wondering if there are hidden clues that could hint at a woman's romantic past? Today, we're diving into a topic that might make some people shift but is crucial for truly understanding relationship dynamics. We're uncovering 4 telltale signs that might suggest a woman has had many sexual partners. This isn't about casting judgment, it's about peeling back the layers to better understand human behavior and the subtleties of intimate connections. Ready to delve into these intriguing signals? Let's explore what they might reveal. 7 signs a woman has slept with many men. Number may 5th shock you. 1. Behavior and attitude. A person's behavior and attitude can often be a window into their experiences. Consider a lively social event where you notice someone who seems to magnetically draw attention, often engaging in flirtatious banter and making suggestive remarks. While being outgoing and sociable is perfectly fine, if her behavior consistently revolves around seeking male attention, it might suggest a deeper pattern. For instance, imagine a woman who is always at the center of attention at social gatherings, constantly engaging in playful flirting, or seeking validation from men around her. If her interactions are characterized by frequent attempts to catch the eye of others and gain approval, it could indicate a habitual pattern of seeking external affirmation. This might be driven by a history where such interactions were not just common but were perhaps the primary source of validation and self-esteem. This kind of behavior might stem from past experiences where she received positive reinforcement for being flirtatious or engaging in attention-seeking actions. If her actions consistently involve seeking attention or validation from men, it may be indicative of a deeper reliance on such behaviors due to a history of similar interactions. 2. Lack of emotional attachment. The absence of emotional attachment is another crucial sign to consider. In a developing relationship, you might observe that she places more value on physical intimacy rather than on forming a deep emotional connection. This can manifest in various ways, such as avoiding discussions about the future or displaying reluctance towards commitment. For example, if she frequently steers clear of conversations about long-term plans, dismisses the idea of exclusivity with a nonchalant attitude, or exhibits a cynical view toward relationships in general, it might point to a pattern of avoiding deeper emotional involvement. Her reluctance to engage in discussions about future goals or commitment could be indicative of past experiences where emotional depth was not a significant part of her relationships. Such behavior might not necessarily be a reflection of her feelings towards you but could be rooted in previous relationships where emotional attachment was minimal. Understanding this tendency can help you navigate the relationship with greater sensitivity and awareness of her past experiences. 3. Social circle. The social circle someone keeps can offer significant insights into their lifestyle and preferences. If her close friends are mostly men or if her social activities revolve around places like bars and clubs known for casual encounters, this could be a telling sign of her social and dating patterns. For instance, if she primarily socializes in environments where casual, fleeting connections are common, such as clubs or bars that foster a party atmosphere, it might suggest a comfort level with short-term interactions. Her frequent presence in these settings, especially if her close friends are predominantly male, could indicate a broader lifestyle choice that favors transient connections over more committed relationships. The influence of one's social circle can significantly impact their behavior and preferences. If her social circle is mostly male and centered around casual settings, it might reflect a lifestyle that is accustomed to, or even comfortable with, brief and physical relationships. 4. Physical signs. When it comes to physical signs, it's essential to approach the topic with sensitivity and an understanding that physical appearance alone should not be used to make judgments. However, certain physical indicators, when combined with other signs, might offer additional context about her sexual history. For example, visible tattoos that might be associated with a more adventurous lifestyle, specific grooming habits that suggest frequent sexual activity, or a history of sexually transmitted infections could provide clues. While these signs should never be seen as definitive proof of someone's sexual history, they can act as additional points of consideration when looked at within the larger context of her behavior, mindset, and social dynamics. It's important to remember that these physical signs are not conclusive and should be interpreted with caution. They should be considered alongside other behavioral and contextual clues to gain a fuller understanding of her background without jumping to conclusions based solely on physical appearance. 5. Frequent discussions of past relationships. Another potential sign is if she frequently discusses her past relationships or mentions several previous partners. While talking about past experiences is normal, if she often recounts details about different men or brings up past partners in conversation, it might suggest a pattern of multiple relationships. For instance, if she frequently references her previous partners, shares anecdotes about her past romantic encounters, or seems to use these past experiences as a benchmark for current interactions, it could indicate that her past relationships play a significant role in her present narrative. This frequent discussion of past partners might reflect a pattern of having had numerous relationships, and it could be an indicator of how her past experiences influence her current relationship dynamics. Understanding why she talks about her past relationships so often can provide valuable insights into her perspective on commitment and intimacy. It might reveal how her previous experiences shape her current attitudes and behaviors. By the way, before we move on to number 6, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. And if you want to catch my next awesome video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Also, drop a comment below saying, "I subscribe," and I'll personally welcome you to the family. And guess what? I've got a very special treat for you, a free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. Inside, you'll discover the forbidden secrets to make every woman beg for your attention, no matter your looks or what she said before. Whether you're aiming for a steamy night or a lifelong connection, this handbook is your ticket to total control. Once you unlock its power, she won't be able to resist your magnetic pull. Don't miss out. Click the link below to claim your free copy now. Alright, let's dive back in. 6. Comfort with casual conversations about sex. A woman's comfort with discussing sexual topics, especially in casual or public settings, can be another indicator of her history. If she openly talks about sexual experiences or engages in explicit conversations with people she doesn't know well, it might suggest familiarity with casual relationships. For example, if she frequently initiates or participates in conversations about sexual matters, jokes about intimate subjects, or casually discusses her sexual history in social settings, it could indicate that discussing sex is a regular part of her interactions. This level of comfort with sexual topics might reflect a background where casual relationships and discussions about sex were more prevalent. While openness about sexuality can be positive, if these conversations are frequent and occur in casual contexts, it might suggest a pattern of behavior that aligns with more transient, physical interactions. 7. Lack of interest in deep relationships. A woman who consistently avoids or shows disinterest in forming deep, long-term relationships might be signaling a history of more casual connections. If she appears uninterested in discussions about commitment, marriage, or building a future together, it could reflect a preference for less serious relationships. For instance, if she frequently downplays the significance of commitment, shows a preference for keeping relationships light and non-serious, or avoids discussions about long-term plans, it might indicate that her past relationships were predominantly short-term and less emotionally involved. This disinterest in deeper connections could be a result of past experiences where such dynamics were the norm. Understanding her perspective on commitment and long-term relationships can provide important context for how she approaches current relationships and what her expectations might be. Thank you for watching. Don't miss out on your free copy of my book. It's waiting for you in the description or pinned comment below. You'll be amazed by what you find inside. Before you go, I urge you to check out the playlist currently displayed on your screen. These insightful videos hold the key to unlocking your dating potential, propelling you towards mastery in no time. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Until next time.